I am the Palo Program Director for Youth Community Service. Where I'm just going to quickly go over our agenda for our open house. So first, we're going to start off with you meeting our team. Then we're going to do a quick overview of YCS as an organization. Then we have broken down our programs into 3 different groups. So we have programs for the community, and then we'll do a quick question and answer. Then we have programs specifically for middle school and high school students. And then we have our programs that are open for middle and high school students, then middle school specific students, and then high school specific students. So now I'd like to invite Jennifer to introduce herself.
Hi everyone, my name is Jennifer Lee Thureson, and I'm the Parent Program Coordinator for the Youth Connectedness Initiative.
Hi everyone, my name is Jimmy Nguyen. I am the Youth Program Coordinator for the Youth Connectedness Initiative, and I'm also one of the YCS liaisons for the Palo Alto YCS Interact.
Hello everyone, I am Michaela Bernardo, and I am the Middle School Program Coordinator for Youth Community Service in Palo Alto.
Okay, thank you. And also our executive director is on the line. Maura, did you want to say hello?
Hello, everyone. It's great to see you. Thank you so much for being here with us. And a huge thank you to our Palo Alto staff for putting this together. This is the first time we've done a live open house, and we're also streaming live on Facebook. So thank you, and bear with us if we have any technical issues. We're trying our best. Thanks all.
Thank you. So for those of you who don't know YCS history, I just wanted to give a quick overview. So this is actually our 30th anniversary. We were founded in 1990 as a partnership between the Palo Alto School District, the Ravenswood School District, which is the K-8 school district in East Palo Alto, the City of Palo Alto, and the City of East Palo Alto. We were formed as a way to build bridges between communities through service. So over the years, as you might imagine, our programs have changed and adapted, and but our mission has stayed the same of building bridges between communities. So all of our programs are kind of built on the foundation of these 3 elements. So service to others, leadership, and social emotional learning. So all of the programs that you're going to hear today have those 3 elements combined in different ways. I also wanted to talk about the health and safety of students. It's really important that YCS is in line both with the Palo Alto School District and the City of Palo Alto in what regulations and rules are in place to make sure that everybody is staying safe and healthy during this pandemic. So right now, YCS programs have shifted to completely remote. You'll hear a little bit more about our programs, but we have shifted to having kits being sent to students' homes, or where they come pick it up. We will change and adapt our programs as appropriate, but our concern, number 1, is that everybody is healthy. As you might imagine and know from firsthand experience, service to others is more important now than ever before. People are feeling lonely and isolated and feel like they can't do all the things that they want to do. And YCS is here to let you know, let the world know that there are still ways to safely engage with the community and be of service. So through our programs, there's a number of ways that we're engaging the students. And just a little quick housekeeping note, please use the chat function to ask any questions along the way. We are going to have Q&As after each of the sections. So for now, I would like to start off our programs for the community. Jennifer?
Hi, everyone. So thank you, Ashley. So the YCI Parent Program is offering 2 new ways for parents and adult allies to connect with YCS. One of our offerings is morning meditation mindfulness. Every Friday morning at 8 a.m., you're welcome to join me on Zoom for a 20-minute meditation mindfulness moment. Each meditation will be centered around relationships and how relationships can be a great source of strength. This meditation opportunity is open to all ages, and you only need to sign up once. And once you sign up, you can simply join us on the Fridays you feel inspired. Another option for you to connect with us is through our new family service program. We are offering community service opportunities for families to participate in together. Our family service program is an inclusive family program. Our goal is to provide intergenerational service experiences. It's open to all families. If you have really young children or if you have high school students, and please invite the grandparents too. Each family service opportunity will include a service learning component where you will receive information about the organization and the community you're serving. There will also be a family service meetup connected to each opportunity for you to receive support from YCS staff, but also for you to connect with other participating families. So these are 2 new offerings coming out of the YCI Parent Program.
Thank you, Jennifer. So in addition to those offerings that Jennifer outlined, we also have community-wide service days. So the first one coming up this year is our Make a Difference Day, which is a national day of service in late October. So I'm going to invite Jennifer back in just a second to talk more about that offering, but we will also have our annual Martin Luther King Jr. Day celebration, where we partner with the city of Palo Alto to celebrate the life and legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. So in that event, obviously, is not going to take the same form where we invite the whole community and beyond to Mitchell Park Community Center. It's going to look a little bit different this year, but we are definitely committed to still celebrating the life and legacy of our national hero and also educating the community on different ways that they can be involved. So stay tuned for more for that event. And then I want to invite Jennifer back to speak to our Make a Difference Day this year.
All right, so yes, Make a Difference Day. So YCS usually brings several community service opportunities to Make a Difference Day, but this year YCS will bring you an extended Make a Difference event starting October 22nd through October 25th. So youth and community service is at our core. And knowing that 18 to 24-year-olds are the lowest represented age group at our elections, we want to do our part in raising awareness on the importance of voting. So we do that by combining community service and highlighting the connection between community and policy. We will offer several virtual and social distance opportunities to participate, and you should be on the lookout. More information is coming your way very soon.
Thank you, Jennifer. So another offering that we have that is available for everybody in the Mid-Peninsula area is the Service Shoutout. So the Service Shoutout is a resource for youth in the area to find service opportunities. We're currently reevaluating the process to optimize the experience both for volunteers and for partners, but it will be coming back soon, so please stay tuned for that as well. Another opportunity that we have open for the whole community is that YCS is a certifying agency for the President's Volunteer Service Award. So the President's Volunteer Service Award is a national award recognizing service to the community. Anyone can apply. So you can be 5 years old all the way up to, they have awards for senior citizens as well. They also have awards for groups of people. So if there's a Girl Scout troop or a Boy Scout troop or a church group that is doing lots of service together and they want to work towards an award, we are able to help them process that for the national award for the President's Volunteer Service Award. It's a great way to recognize the work and effort that people put into the community. So that is all we have for this section. Does anybody have any, do we have any questions?
No questions as yet. Lots of people saying hello.
Okay, great. So then we will move along to our programs for both middle school and high school students. And we're gonna start with Service Hub. So Michaela?
So Service Hub is one of our new programs that we have created especially for COVID. So Service Hub is a COVID-safe, self-paced service project with training and support from YCS staff. Students will be able to choose from 5, 10, and 15-hour projects. It is a 3-month membership with up to 45 hours of community service. And students will be able to choose from a variety of service projects, and optional weekly check-ins are available with a YCS staff.
Thank you, Michaela. So another new offering that we have this year is the Gen U Book Club. So the U stands for unity. The book clubs will bring together groups of middle school and high school students to read, do service, and learn about their communities. This is a really special new offering because it is hosted by a near peer. So it's one of our YCS alumni who's coming back to help run our book club. Everyone that joins will be part of the monthly email list. And another opportunity is through our school service days. So again, the school service days will look a little bit different this year, but we are committed to creating the space for students to connect with each other and staff through service. I want to take a second to pause if we have any questions. No.
We'll take them at the end. There's just one question. I'm trying to get some clarification on it.
Okay, great. So then we will move on to our next slide where we'll talk about our middle school-based clubs. Michaela?
Yes, so we do have middle school-based clubs. So the YCS club at Green, JLS, and Fletcher is a great way to get involved in service and to create community friendship with fellow students. This year, we changed it to where instead of it being at each separate school, we combined all 3. So they meet all together once a week. That way, not only do they get to make friends and talk to students at their own school, but they get to interact with students from the other middle schools as well. And Action Team is our after school program, and it is a great way for students to gain leadership skills while making a difference on community issues that matter most to the students. The students get to choose a service area, then they will take a deep dive into the community issue and create a project to address that issue. In the past, groups have worked on topics like mental health, well-being, and the environment.
Thank you, Michaela. And so now we're going to talk about our offerings that are specific for high school students. Jimmy?
Hi, everyone. So the first program I'll be talking about is the Youth Connective Initiative, or the Peer Leaders Program. So the Youth Connective Initiative is an after-school peer leader program that focuses on creating projects and events that combat risk factors, raise mental health awareness, and build connections in the community amongst family and peers, and also with teachers and other adults that students are in contact with. We usually have about 15 to 20 high school peer leaders from the Palo Alto community that collaborate together on projects and events that promote mental health, wellness, and bring the community together. So for me, I'm the coordinator, but they run the show. So they choose whatever projects that they like to do. And whatever they find engaging, we support them any way that we can. The second program I'll talk about is the YCS Interact Clubs at Gun and Pally. So they're a community service club that's co-sponsored by Rotary and YCS. It is a school-based club that focuses on service opportunities that serve the community. So students in this club collaborate and work with several community organizations in the area. Some of our partners have included Humane Society, Grassroots Ecology, etc. The club consists of a board that plans activities and also general members.
Thank you, Jimmy. In addition to those two offerings, we will be rolling out another new program called YCS Core, where we will train a group of high school students to be able to deliver engaging activities for for groups of people, whether they are preschoolers or elementary school students, all the way to senior citizens. So some of the projects might be leading a group in dance or leading them in a storytelling activity. So this will be another new offering to watch out for. So I want to now open it up for questions.
Great. We did have a question asking what are some of the service projects? Have they already been decided on? So maybe you could give some examples of some service projects and maybe, yeah.
Yeah, so we have a wide range of service projects, and there's kind of two pieces to the answer to that question. YCS as a staff, we create some service projects, but they are also, service projects are also informed by the youth. So Michaela, do you want to speak to some of the service projects that both you have cultivated and that some of the youth have driven?
Did you want to do talk about the ones for social distancing or just overall?
Social distancing.
So some of the projects that we've have done through distance learning are actually making kits for children in the hospital, making hygiene kits for EHP or Project We Hope. We also done we've worked with the Palo Humane Society with making animal portraits for animals that are in the shelter. So the way that we do these projects is that we will put together all the materials that are needed, and we will either drop off or have the students pick up the materials, and then we will do the projects together on Zoom.
Thank you, Michaela. And I see that there's another question asking about deadlines to join programs. So Jimmy, do you want to address deadlines to join?
Yeah. So at least for the high school programs, there are no deadlines for both of the clubs. So for Gun and Pally and also for the Youth Connective Initiative, I'll start off with the Youth Connective Initiative. So there is no deadline. If you're interested in applying, you can contact me at my email, which will be shown at the end of the presentation. We accept on a rolling basis, depending on need. Right now, we do have a couple spots. So if you have any students who are interested, feel free to send them my email and I can send the application. For the Gun and Pally clubs, YCS Interact clubs, they are lunch clubs. So they actually meet so the Pally Club meets on Thursdays, on Fridays from 11:40 to 12:10. The gun clubs, Ashley, can you remind me when they meet?
They'll meet during the synchronous lunch period on Mondays.
Yeah, so Mondays and Fridays, if your students are interested in joining the club, they can come to a meeting and just join the club whenever they would like to. So if they're interested and they want to join, they can just join on the spot.
Great, thank you, Jimmy. And that is true for all of our programs that we have rolling admissions. So we are at 12:20, so I would like to officially end our open house, but feel free to stick around and we will happily answer any other questions that you guys might have about our programs. Thank you so much for taking the time to come and spend some virtual time with YCS and learning about all of our different offerings this year. Maura, are there any other questions in the chat or in Facebook?
People saying how much they love what you do. Nice job.
Oh.
No, I think it was. Your
I see
lead
some questions
company?
actually.
Oh,
So the first question is actually, what
oh,
is the difference?
Q&A, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What is the difference between participating in community service with YCS versus another organization like Scouting versus direct with the organization benefiting?
That's a great question. So YCS, we want youth to be involved with their community, whether that is through children's theater or that's through the Scouts or it's through YCS. We want youth to be involved. So we are one option for youth to come find community and do service. So yeah, does that answer the question? We want people to be involved. So we don't really mind if people are involved through Scouts or through YCS. We care about youth and having the opportunity to engage in meaningful service. Jimmy, was there another question you had?
Yeah, one more question is, how do we sign up for Service Hub?
Oh, great question. Go ahead and send me or Michaela an email. And that last slide had my email address. It's just ashley@youthcommunityservice.org. I'm also going to send a follow-up email where we'll share the recording of this open house and some additional resources.
Okay, we do have a few more. Do you need to be a YCS member to participate in YCS community service programs and opportunities? And if you don't go to school at PAUSD schools, can you still participate?
Yeah, so that depends on the program. So if you don't go to Gun, for example, then we wouldn't be able to join the Gun YCS Interact Club, but we do have other programs that are open to anybody in the community, such as the Peer Leader Program with Youth Connectedness Initiative or Service Hub. Yeah, so we have a range of opportunities for that reason specifically. We also have the Family Service Program, which is not tied to any particular school or city, as well as our community-wide events like Make a Difference Day or Martin Luther King Jr. Day of Celebration.
Great. Someone would like the link to the meditation and mindfulness on our website under programs. All of these programs are listed with contact information, and I'm going to try to put this in the chat as well.
Perfect. Thank you.
I just wanted to add to the previous question about if you need to be a YCS member to participate. And I just want to make sure that we address that as well, that you do not need to pay a membership fee. Some of our programs might have some cost structures around it, but to have access to our offerings, what we are bringing to the community, you do not need to be a member. There's not a membership fee to just be a part of the YCS.
Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you for catching that. And another important piece is that although we, like Jennifer said, we may have a pay structure around one or two of our programs, money should never be a barrier to service. And we will always work with students and families to make sure that there's a way for them to access our programs.
Hey, I think that for the most part, we have answered the questions that came in. Thank you so much for all those who took the time to attend. Ashley, I'll hand it over to you to do a final goodbye, and then we'll end the Facebook Live and also the webinar.
Well, yeah, thank you all for coming and participating. And I just want to say that these are our offerings, but we're also just a general resource. So if you want to do some sort of service, but you just don't know where to start, feel free to reach out to any of us and we would be happy to support you. So thank you so much for coming and being a part of our community.